happened at the MGM Grand. I can't put the video up on YouTube, so you find it on Twitter. It's everywhere. And it was the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I don't know how many MGM Grands they got across the land. We got one in Detroit, so you know, never win nothing at that boy. But I mean, somebody was saying, why is it always our people, being black people, involved? There's plenty of fights that go out here against other ethnic groups. You know, they just can choose to, you know, what they want to go viral and what they don't want to go viral. Excuse me. So when you start talking about the internet and all that type of stuff, they already regulated. But apparently, a dude whooped two older men with a purse around his neck is crazy. You know, a satchel, a fanny pack. I don't know, man. We're going to have a conversation about that, though, one day. Don't forget, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you like here, use a couple versions you can see. And one of the versions I seen on Twitter was the longer version, where the brother was said that the dude that whooped on both them older dudes, that he was in the right. He wasn't in the wrong for what happened, right? And I kind of want to take this point to kind of tell y'all some things, right, about that particular video. Now, you know, he handled business. You know, he whooped both of them. And, you know, a couple points here. I'm going to make about a few points. One, the average person can't fight. Internet made a lot of people feel comfortable talking, you know, saying what they want to say on the internet and feel like ain't no consequences, repercussions. Even the old heads getting caught up in the social media era. How many people we seen go on DJ Vlad TV and tell on themselves? That was older people. So you got to remember that just because the days of you, my elder, and you got to respect me and do what I say do, or you got to respect me, is over with. That's over with. These young guys, you know, you don't show no respect, you're going to get disrespected. Simple as that. You show disrespect, you're going to get disrespect. And back in the day, it used to be no matter if, you know, I'm disrespecting you, you can't disrespect me. And people ain't living by that no more. And nor should they. No matter how old you are, just because you're an elder, you're an adult, and it's a child, you shouldn't abuse a child, abuse anybody with disrespect, and they showing you respect. That's why a lot of these kids so weak now. You know, you expect me to respect you, but you coming off with disrespect that I didn't earn, right? And he said, he said after he got done putting the you know, giving them the Ryu combo, he said, I tried to be respectful. I tried to be respectful. You know, and if you've never been to Vegas before, you never been to MGM Grand or that side of the strip, one thing I can say about that side of the strip is they got a lot of alcohol. You know, you can buy alcohol, talk a cup, they fill it up. Jose Cuervo is usually what they usually get them. They got that in them fountain machines. It tastes way better in Vegas for some reason. And you can come back and bring, like, you'll pay like $20 for the drink. You can come back and fill the cup up for like $10 or $11. So you keep bringing the cup back and they keep filling it. All you do, especially if you don't gamble, the whole time you smoking or you drinking. Or people do both. That's the whole trip. Smoking, drinking. Drinking, you know, smoking, drinking. Smoking, you know. So people be intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if you can't control your liquor, and on top of that, you probably a little bit tired too. So you tired, you drunk, you know what I'm saying? You feeling like you invincible. And I believe the dude who had the colorful shirt on, he was the one that started it. So, one, you know, you got to be respectful. Two, if you can't handle your alcohol, don't go there. Now, the third thing I'm going to say about the video is this, and I'm going to wrap it up. Have that conversation with your lady before y'all go out. Had that conversation. This dude, I could tell this dude was a respectable young man. He might have been not too far from them. I don't know. Because he did not hit them women. He didn't. And when you in that masculine frame that he was in, when you in that frame of it's killed or don't be killed, it's four of them and one of you. Two men and two women. So they was out there with their women and stuff. And Like I said, he whooped both the dudes easy. And the reason I say it was the dude with the colorful polo on or the colorful shirt on, because he laid him out, and then he came with another vicious uppercut or hook to the face. Like he started it. His homeboy just caught, he just was, oh, that's my boy, I got his back. But his woman kept charging him. And he kept just throwing her off. He could have knocked her out easy. The other woman kind of was trying to break it up, but the one in the orange was trying to charge him. And he didn't hit her. But have that conversation with your woman, bro. Like, what women gotta understand, we fighting. Like, what you got these are the conversations you have to have with your woman. Like, and we talk about in the Patreon, check the Patreon out, the link's in the link tree. We talk about being too agreeable with women. There's some things, and this is what women gonna respect. Things that you don't tolerate. One of the things I tell women I'm dealing with, we serious. Like, we out and about and I get to fighting, stay out of it. Don't worry about it. Stay out of it. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Oh, no, I'm not gonna let you. No, see, that's where y'all get wrong. It's not a negotiable. You stay in the car, stay on the sideline. You are nothing but a distraction. A lot of guys then got into fights and got knocked out because that woman wanted to jump in it. You're a distraction. You can't whoop this guy. Right? You can't whoop him. Don't pull no weapon on him. If he pull a weapon, then hey, you want to do that. I understand that. Right? But stay out the way. You ain't nothing but a distraction. Right? So you trying to, every guy ain't gonna be that respectable with that woman. He was very respectable. Everybody gonna be that respectable. I'm gonna make 2 more points before we get out here. Everybody not gonna be that respectable. I'm just being real. Everybody not gonna be that respectable not to hit you. Everybody wasn't raised like that. Some people gonna get equal lefts and rights. Some people get in that alpha mindset where it's survival mode, where it's killed or don't be killed. A lot, some dudes is just in that mind frame. They can't, you can't turn that off. And for him, to still keep his head clear. And the way he was throwing that hook, he must have had some training. But yeah, you gotta have that conversation. Whatever that conversation is. I was talking to a girl the other day. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in Jamaica to a girl's trip." I said, "Nah, you can't go there." I said, "I gotta go." I said, "Nah, bro." I was like, "Nah." I told her straight up. And I know why came out of her mouth. I said, "Do I need to explain why?" Like, "Nah, like y'all go anywhere else, but that one, nah." She started laughing like, "Nah, like." Yeah, some of y'all niggas would have been like, okay. Like, nah. Like, there's certain things I ain't tolerating, bro. As a man, certain things I ain't tolerating. At all. But yeah, you had them conversations beforehand. Like, when you serious with a woman, where y'all just hang out with her, you let her know whatever happened here, or, we get into it. I get into it with somebody, you just fade to black. Just go ahead, head to the car, head to the door. Simple as that. Have that conversation ahead of time. That way, it could be understood that she know what to do. Don't even worry about it. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Because you ain't gonna be nothing but a distraction. You ain't gonna be nothing but in my way. So now I got to defend myself and defend you. You know what I'm saying? I might be punching and I might almost hit you and you in the way. So yeah. And then another point, that need to be said is you should always keep yourself in some type of shape. Even though the average fight is 2 minutes or less, but it don't matter. Look how everybody was falling in that picture. He was the only one that was in decent shape. Everybody else wasn't in great shape. So you got to make sure you keep yourself in decent shape so you can defend your wife, your girlfriend, so you can defend your homie. Both of them brothers was out of shape. Both of them women was fairly out of shape. Keep yourself in shape. If you're going to not be able to control your liquor, not being able to control your mouth, or not be respectable, just got to stay war ready. Anything can happen. Always tell guys, people don't believe me when I say that, everybody should run. Once a week, run, not just jog. Y'all niggas should run, like, mix in some sprints with your jogs. You know, if you got to go to the track and run the straights and walk the curves, you got to start off by, you know, jogging the curves and walking the straights. Then you want to get up to, you know, running the curves and walking the straights. Then you can get up to, you know, running the curves and jogging the straights. And then you get up, you know, mixing a little bit of running, because that's what's really going to, for that type of fight, those runs is what's really going, is that them sprints is what's really going to simulate that. So yeah, sprinting, hooping, you know, weight training. Weight training is going to keep that balance. Weight training is going to help that punch resistance a little bit. So yeah, if you're going to be out here in the trenches and you possibly, I mean, you never know what can happen. We could be at war tomorrow. And we might need some men to go defend the fort. You ain't in shape. You know what I'm saying? How can you defend your family? And that's one of the things where women look at when they choosing a mate. You know, 6 foot. Oh, he got to be, oh, I like bigger guys. Why you think they, oh, I like bouncers, or, you know what I'm saying, I like football or basketball players built like this. And even you got some bigger guys that's like offensive linemen, women prefer them. Why? Why do y'all think women prefer a certain, they'll take an ugly nigga, but he got all the physical features, 6 foot. And, you know, all that's because of protection. They couldn't even tell you why. They feel protection. I remember I was at $50 one day shopping. The girl was like, I just like taller guys. I don't know what it is. I just like to look up at them. You know what I'm saying? All that's, it's kind of primal. You know what I'm saying? It's like they, you know, it's kind of like just they incoherent attractiveness, if that's a thing. Like it's subconscious. They not really like hip to why. It's just what they're attracted to, and that's what I be telling y'all, man. Like, stay in shape and stay war ready, because you're supposed to provide and protect. Y'all think providing is just, and protection is just money and you know, oh, I got a gun. In every situation, you ain't gonna have a gun. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. And then the last point, once you can't, you show you lack something in one of them categories. See, some women will stick by you if you lack the cash. You know what I'm saying? Because she know you gonna bounce back, or, you know, I got it, babe. You gonna get back on your feet. You might get sick. But when the cash is gone, with a lot of situations, the woman is gone because you was just a trick. Even though you was a married trick, or you was a trick in a serious relationship, you was a trick. So the whole relationship was based on what you can provide financially, not what you could provide physically, not what you can provide emotionally. None of that. You just a trick. You just the safe haven, and once the cash gone, she gone. Now on the other side of that, even though you can survive, you know, if she love you and she with you for that, you can survive that. I met plenty of older women that'll stick by their dude because they love them. You know what I'm saying? But on one thing you can't come back from a lot of the times is when you get your ass whooped like that, and that respect can never be restored. It's damn near impossible to restore that respect if you can. The way he whooped both of them, the women will never look at them the same. They will not feel safe. They're going to get some mace. They're going to get a taser. They're going to get a Glock. They're going to get a 25, a 22, a shotgun. They're going to go find a weapon. To when they go out, they're going to tuck it in their purse. They're going to get a knife, a blade, a box cutter. They're going to find something to protect themselves, because now you show that you can't protect. And once you show a woman that you can't protect them, it's a wrap. Finito in the sun, you cooked, you over air fried, you over sauteed, you over grilled. It's over with. Once you show a woman that you cannot protect them anymore, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. What about that story I had to take down off YouTube and put it on the Patreon about Stunner Girl, her husband? She got shot. He started crying and running. I didn't know he produced for her. The respect is gone. Once you can recover from not being able to provide. We've seen TV shows, we've seen guys bounce back from that. But you cannot recover from not being able to protect your lady. You can't do it. It was an MMA fighter. The lady and her husband fought, and she got beat up, and she said when he got stopped, the way he balled up or he was in the fetal position, she lost all attraction to him. Think about that for a minute. Ain't no coming back. Once you get beat up like that, now if you put up a valiant effort and y'all just had a good, fair one, yeah, that's cool. You showed you could, but once you show you can't protect her no more, you see them shows where a dude jump in and play Captain Save a Hoe and protect the woman and beat the guy up, and she like, oh, I love you. That's a real thing. That's not just a TV thing. Once you can show you can protect the woman, and you know, you become more attractive to her. Like I said, how you can make women like you. You know, I don't condone it or say you should. It just sometimes just happen where she get to know you and talking to you like, damn, you a cool ass dude. You know, damn, you know, you might be a good guy for me. Just same thing with protecting them. You come in, I ain't saying y'all go out there and take a bullet for these women, but that happens. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Cash App, and Venmo. CJ Good 313. Obviously, Cash App with the $. But hey, check me out on the Patreon, free for 7 days. The link in the link tree. Peace.